know that it takes your love to give it to us, Jesus. We thank you right now for our mother who loves us and who has strengthened us throughout our lives. We thank you for our sisters who... Go,
Lynn! Go, Lynn! Say something. What?
From your heart. Say it from your heart.
See, I remember being the first grandchild. I was the one that rolling that. You whooped me for the first time. I think that's the only time I got a whooping from you when I rolled on that piano.
She pinched you?
Nah. I got beat.
I
don't remember whooping.
Hey, the whooping is probably better than the pinch.
Yeah.
That pinch was...
They take my little kids on the bus to tell you about Miss Jordan's pinch. You know, they act up and you know you ain't supposed to hit them.
Use pinch
and watch she can pinch.
Pinch Carl all the time.
Make a retarded kid out. I deal with special kids too.
Grandma, what's your maiden name?
Again, Brown.
Brown. Okay.
I'm gonna tell them about the double portion of Browns on that side of the family.
My aunt married a Brown.
This is why nephews and nieces.
Aunt Lisa married a Brown. Married Jim Brown. I'll show you his picture. He look like
you might end up dating your cousin.
No, he ain't.
So you gotta be careful.
I'm serious because there's a whole lot of them, bro. I went to a funeral and I was afraid to keep looking around the room.
I didn't know who you were.
Some of my might not know, but I know most of them. Well, there were some people down south also. They married their first
and they our type of women because they nice looking.
Yeah. They married first cousin and they knew it. Because they were nice. A lot. They say 47, I don't know. They were around 47.
Okay. And you all moved. What was your first?
I came to 2315 Washington Boulevard. That's where OC was living. I moved in with OC on the west side. And from there, I met your granddad. And
Mom.
We got married, lived on Fulton for a minute. And then from there to our own apartments. We lived on 1753 down by the stadium. You don't know about the stadium, but somebody older. They tore it down. It was at 1800.
Carver Stadium.
Carver Stadium. It was sort of like the thing over here now. You know, where they have all this thing on the west side.
I know you're talking about what, the Eric Crown?
No, I'm talking about that big place of entertainment.
United Center?
Huh?
Yeah.
United Center. It was sort of like United Center, but it was a Chicago Stadium. And it wasn't quite as big as the United Center. But it was there for years. They tore that down. But we lived right around the corner from the Chicago Stadium on 1753.
Now they sound right.
Yeah.
And I should know this.
I'm trying to think of who my kids were born. 1753. I think Camille and Anson had.
Yeah, Mom was born in 1952.
1952.
Yeah.
No, 51.
Yeah, she was born in 51. Dad was born in 52.
Yeah. No, it's
probably look so young. Because my dad was born in 52.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They same age.
Oh yeah, where is Granddad from? Is he from Detroit or is he from Mississippi? Or where's he originally from?
Grandpa Bussett.
Oh, Grandpa. Your husband.
Oh, my husband. Chula, Mississippi.
Chula. How close is that?
Clarksdale.
Is that close to
all of them
Kosciuszko?
down, huh?
Yep.
That's about, what, 15 miles from Kosciuszko?
20. It actually, last time I remember, 22 miles, because I drove.
You met up here. You met him.
I met him here, yeah.
You know, folks was fleeing the South back then. One or two reasons. Either stop from being killed or stop from killing. You know, they were moving.
Sometimes they left their caskets if they shot a white man and beat him up a white man. I had a cousin left there in the casket because he looked him a white man about a black woman.
Grandma, did you face any like blatant racism What are some experiences you've had as far as like
I hit man, slapped that man with a white gal for spitting at me.
she spent that?
For spit on me.
Why did she spit?
Cause I was a black. Well, I tell you, there was my granddad had already put us wise. He knew more about white people than I gave him credit I didn't know. But it was about 8 or 9 of them around the one when, you know, when they say poor, they show it from their physical condition. Had a hump in her back, and all of them was licking off of one comb. I said, all these kids, and she can't even put 3 among them. I knew then she was very poor. But, you know, I might have stared. That might have been why the little gal went, who the hell I slapped? Oh, Grandma wasn't around. Now, Grandma been around, she'd had a fit.
So what was the consequences of that smack?
She called me a little heifer. She called me a nigger or something. And what mother did here. Everybody not hit my child. I just kept going, you know, because I knew I was ahead. You know? But these are incidents that rarely happen.
Yeah.
One time, since I've been in Chicago, I was called a nigger by a white person.
What about the Mexican you almost cut though with them scissors?
Mexican?
You said you was gonna stab her with them scissors?
There was no Mexican, that was a black gal.
Oh, okay.
She was just 100 pounds bigger than me. I was 128 and she was 228. I did get them scissors. Shoot, I wasn't gonna let her beat me to death.
Did you ever have any white men hit on you?
They wait when a young girl develops. That's come on. Yeah. Oh, Grandma used to sit us. They had a rolling stove that come down and, you know, it's like a truck with everything on it, like a food truck here, only it was bigger. And Grandma would make a list and send me to the grocery store to pick up stuff. And she sent me one time by myself, and I wouldn't go back no more by myself. I had on a sweater. That sweater's really fitting you nice, right at my titties. Wow. And it frightened me and it made me mad too. Yeah. And I went home and I told Grandma, I said, oh, she said, well, I don't want to, you know, go by yourself.
No, bro.
Dad and
all right.
Sammy got a job working in the heart of Kosciuszko when she was 16. And she eventually come out and told the band that she was 16. Or somebody told him. He said, well, the younger they are, the better I like them. That's the remark he made. But she worked there until she got ready to quit. Only black to go in the white area. Yeah. But Sammy always had a lot of nerve. She didn't show as much hatred as I did. I couldn't take it. And when I asked Grandma, I know she's a good preacher now. Grandma, how come they can do this and do that and get away with it? Well, we don't know. That language, what's that? How was she always blaming on God in some form? I don't forgot now what form. But it ain't gonna always be like that. And I'm looking forward to them days. Let me get away now. Them days ain't never coming. But they always say I was gonna get them in trouble. Cause one time I did a little neighborhood store shopping, a little pickup jump, you know, when you have a little chump change, pick up gum and candy and stuff. And that was when Uncle Bill had left his Ford down there. We had a 1940 Ford, and they stopped making them in 41. They were really hot stuff. I went in there and got my stuff and come back to the car. And the white woman said, I said, give me so-and-so. And she repeated. And I said, yes. And every time she would say something, I'd say, yes. And she looked maybe about 30. And you say yes-um to me. What? Ooh, my blood pressure went up. Ooh, what am I going to say to this woman? I want to cuss her out, but I don't curse. So I'm just going to say, yes! I was kind of mean when I was down there. And I did that, and then when she told me how much I owed her, I didn't try to lay the change on the table. I just took it. Somebody went on the floor, and I didn't apologize. I walked out. So little did I know, when I got to the car, 2 people standing in front of the store. The owners come out and see if my car had a license plate from Illinois. That's the way they checked you when you wasn't scared. Look at the license plate. I bet that's my nigga from the north. Oh yeah. And Grandma said, told off on herself when she seen her. What did you do this time? Nothing. I didn't. I might have told her later that I had said yes to the woman that was too young for me to say yes to. And see, they couldn't handle stuff like that because she knew I was right. What would that girl look like telling somebody young, almost the same age as she is, you say yes to me just because she's white? That kind of stuff I couldn't tolerate. So much so when my white neighbor come over with kids and they wanted me to play with them, I looked down and Santa would play with them. If they hit me, I'm gonna hit them back, I was heavy-handed. And I could not stand the idea of, hey, if they hit you, you don't hit them back. Why? No, it ain't no fun. But Santa would play with them. Not me. What's her name, had 2 cotton sack fights. And when Grandma seen that, she was a teenager. They was, damn, every time he'd hit Sammy, she'd hit him back. But wasn't no fight, they was having fun.
Who's your favorite sibling, or which sibling did you have the closest relationship with?
Sammy, who else? Sammy was, I thought she sun rose and set that. I did, I was so crazy about it. I thought everything, I told her that church wasn't Sunday. I said, well, I thought my sister could never do no wrong. They fell out. Even the preacher laughed. So I had that little sister, big sister love. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm proud of that in some instances. But Sammy tried to carry that over in my marriage life. She never stopped treating me like I was a little kid. And that's why in the arguments we used to have, whoever been around us know we have our arguments sometimes. And that's what it was. She could never stop treating me like I was a child. Because I was so crazy about her at one point. I still love her, but can't take her stuff now.
How many of you what was it all together? Boys and girls? How many brothers and sisters are there?
Huh?
How many brothers and sisters are there all together?
It was 10 of us until Ali and Luke died.
And you know their names?
Yeah, I know her name. When we started the oldest and go down, and youngest and come up.
Oldest and go down.
Yeah.
Okay, Arlie, Sammy, Jane, Willie is myself. Connie, Junior's next. James Thompson, Connie, Mae Thompson, John Luther Thompson, Joe Winnerdale.
Woo, mercy.
Thompson.
Joe Willie.
Joe Winnerdale. And then Bobby.
Got Frankie.
Oh, Frankie, and then Bobby, that's all. Was that 10?
Tom.
Oh, Tom. I forgot Tom. Yeah, Tom.
Tom is the youngest boy. Uncle Tom is the youngest boy, and Aunt Bobby's the youngest.
Better count them again, because I might have missed
Did all of them survive? I mean, do you have any that died in like childbirth or anything like that?
Yeah, my oldest sister, oldest brown sister, they said she looked like a doll, pretty as a picture. But she didn't live a year. A.D., that was her name.
A.D.
A.D., I heard about her for all my childhood life. She was so pretty. She's the prettiest one of Dylan's babies. What did that make me feel like?
What was your favorite thing to do, your favorite hobby growing up as a child?
Ooh, I had so many. I like playing baseball, basketball.
That's where I get it from.
Because O.C. was our Michael Jordan. O.C. could play as good. And she did it our team at South Union what Michael Jordan did for the Bulls. She was good. She went home out of school when we had a tough game and you go get us. They didn't know the difference. But O.C. was, oh boy, she was my tough one. And we got along good too. Now QT, she was my favorite though. She slap you in a minute.
Didn't take no game.
And bad part, my granddad was a child lover. He died when I was 9, before I was 9. And I overheard him say one day, "You hate them children too much. Don't do that." That's all I need to hear.
What's the wildest thing you've ever done, like growing up?
Huh?
What's like the wildest thing you've ever done growing up?
Wildest thing I ever done growing up? Well, riding that wild mule was one of the wildest things I ever did. And what the other?
Like, what's something when you look back on it, you think like, I still can't believe I did that.
Well, if you knew that mule, you wouldn't believe I did that either. That mule would run away with, she could not walk nowhere. A Texas mule. Uncle Bill and Grandpa felt so proud of him because he had a brand new wagon, and Uncle Bill and Uncle Dave went in together, like y'all do, and bought him 2 new mules. Well, Rock was pretty and he was reasonable. But man, what did I say?
Amanda.
Amanda was like a wild horse. Just wild and stayed that way until she died. I think she killed herself running. Eventually, I don't remember exactly. She might have died when I left. But Rock stayed. I went back down that scene, Rock. I said, you take your time, you live longer. There was a pair of mules, and my son bought me this. He had bought the wagon. This set of mules. He was proud of. Grandpa was a bragger too. Well, you know what? It's a blessing when families get along well enough. If you come to rescue, you'll help your father, your mama, and vice versa. Something. When we're poor, we like to have stuff to brag about. Good children, good-looking kids. All of that, we brag. Now, she's not calling no opinion of me. Oh, that ain't the worst one. I'm color struck. And yet I married a man. What color was my husband?
Yeah, about mine and both complexion.
Now, if I'm color struck, well, I had some yellow boyfriends too.
I used to burn.
Who was your first boyfriend?
Used to burn the toast when I was a kid. Burn the toast and say, "Oh, ain't that toast ain't brown. It's Cliff's color brown."
Bennett, stop us from saying that. Bennett Cherry was my first boyfriend. Oh, I wished I had a picture of him. He was pretty.
You say he was ugly?
Pretty ugly.
Yeah, he was pretty.
How old were you when your first boyfriend?
Must have been about 13.
Okay.
He didn't like me until he found out I liked him, and I don't like secondhand stuff like that.
But maybe he liked you, but
He did not like me. He found out through my cousin, because him and Frank was friends. I said, oh, I think he's so cute. And somehow he must have gotten the wind of it. He walked me home from church one day. And
after Grandpa passed, Marvin. Remember Marvin?
Oh, yeah, skinny dude.
Yeah, what happened to Marvin?
He died.
Always come through.
Yeah,
Marvin.
Starving Marvin, I remember him.
Yeah, Marvin would go anywhere with me, do anything I asked him to do. Yeah, he drank up plenty of my coffee too.
That man used to drink woo, mercy.
But Marvin would do anything.
Don't you remember all that coffee you used to drink?
Oh, he was welcome.
Come in here to sit at the table.
That was all his pay.
Mr. Marvin.
Yes.
That was his pay. He never
drank a lot of coffee and smoked cigarettes.
Power miles.
Power miles.
But he was a good man. He was a country
man,
man, though, and he's high yellow.
You never have to feed him. That's a problem.
Hey, if I like color, I would have nailed him.
You always say he was too ugly.
He was real light. He was too light. He was country, too, on top of that. So like my Eggman, only he was lighter than my Eggman.
What happened to
Eggman gonna get in trouble coming around here with them bandanas on his face.
He ain't scared. That's a God-fearing man. He's a God-fearing man.
Talking about Hustler, bro. What happened to him?
Huh?
What happened to Hustler?
Oh, I lost contact with Hustler. Hustler, I found out, I invited him over here and he loved my house.
Hustler was shell-shocked.
Yeah, he was so shell-shocked. He was in, World War II.
Yeah, he said that he flew planes.
And he sat there and cried like a baby telling me about that plane that he missed. He was overslept and he didn't.
He was
a flyer. And he didn't get up early enough to go with his man.
High yellow.
And the man got killed that day. He wasn't high yellow.
Hustler was like skinny.
Hustler was brown, medium brown.
And I would imagine that when he was young, he was probably yellow.
Yeah, he might have been, but he couldn't. I'm used to people that could drink and handle their liquor. He drank.
Yeah.
But he didn't handle his liquor very well.
He kept a knot.
Huh?
He kept a knot.
Oh, he gave Cliff $20 to go to the store and pick
He
up his
kept a
half
knot.
pint.
I'd run the back for the store for him all night.
Yeah, brought him back to change.
I'm
Boy, he made me up front.
The battery's good, but the memory card.
Alright. I'm getting on my phone now.
Yeah, that was in the Hustler. When I found out he came over here and I fixed some nice dinner, I made a real good
lasagna.
Lasagna. I spent about $80 in that lasagna. Lasagna's expensive anyway. And he enjoyed it and thought we was gonna set it off real nice, but when he got a little bit too much to drink, he started to act kind of ugly. I'm used to my husband would get drunk and laugh all day.
He's the happy drunk.
Happy drinking man. He wasn't a fussy, growling, you know, growl about every little thing. Oh no, baby, this is your one-way ticket. Cause I didn't like that. Anybody else y'all can think of?
I got a question about. You remember that beige car you had when we were younger? That you would come. What was your car before then? That's the only car I remember.
I remember that white one with the green top.
That come after that, the beige one.
When they stole the seats out.
That was the green and white car. The green and white deuce and a quarter.
Yeah. That was the one. That's what I remember. Somebody stole the seats out of it.
Yeah, that was the one that you ended up selling to Lance.
Yeah. When did I sell the beige car? Which one did I?
No, what you did with the beige car, you traded the beige car in for the green and white car on the deuce and a quarter. That was a LeSabre. That was a 1975
Wasn't nothing wrong with it
LeSabre.
either. That was crazy.
Wasn't nothing wrong with that car. We drove that car to Canada, Mississippi twice. That car ran like
You went to Canada?
Yeah, we went to Canada.
Where'd you go to Canada for?
Niagara Falls.
Yeah, we had to see Niagara Falls.
You saw Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
We saw that just recently.
I saw a few years back.
I've been to North Carolina. I like North Carolina too. Yeah.
What other states you been to?
Alabama, Georgia, let me see, Detroit, North Carolina.
You never been to Texas?
No.
You're gonna have to come out and see me then. Better get you out there.
You got racists out there, baby.
Racism all over the place.
She got away from that.
It's not that bad out there. It's not.
What?
Texas racism. It's moneyism now. You got money, you alright. Well, yeah, you was in the army back in what? 1980, yeah.
80, 83, 84.
I seen some stuff on
They had a
TV.
sign that they had posted in Texas coming out of Louisiana. And it used to say, "Don't mess with Texas."
Oh, they still got that sign.
All of that
They
signs.
got that kind of sign up.
Yeah, but say don't mess with Texas. Not saying don't mess with Negroes. So, you know, it's just like don't mess with Texas.
Wait.
I can tell you what they made them take
I
out.
can tell you a few
They
things
had,
that happened to me in Texas.
had in Mississippi, they made them. I think they made them change it.
Yeah,
Stop signs mostly just said stop, right?
yeah.
Their railroad signs said Mississippi law stop. And they you know, it was talked about. I think they got it off of that. I had to remove it because that was like a racial issue, you know. This is Mississippi now. You gonna do what I say? Yeah.
And Grandma, you used to have some land around here. Do you have an apartment complex or something you used to own? Or?
We had 33 acres of land that my dad died. When my dad died, that we were heirs to.
Yeah, but what about in Chicago? You had some in Chicago. I remember I used to go with you sometimes to.
Oh, you mean my building?
Yeah.
So when Miss Fortune went to Atlanta.
Remember that building? You remember that building?
I do. She took me over
Right
there.
around the corner from your other grandma.
Yeah.
She stayed on Marquette.
Sure did. I could walk
You
to
could
her.
walk to her house from the building.
Okay, because I remember you took me there one time,
Wood
and you were
Street,
doing something
across the street
inside. And that's when I saw
from
rats and
Yeah.
this little boy was trying to play. He's trying
crazy.
to break my thumb or something. I'm looking. I'm like, "What you doing?" He's just. I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Bad news.
Yeah. Like I didn't know. Like, dude, you're not strong enough to what? If you're trying to hurt me, like I didn't realize he was trying to hurt me at the time. But he's just. I'm like. It's like baby Huey, like, what's going on?
Like a little boy on the bus when we ran into one of them little fight starters. And the boy was very intelligent, you know. We got him out of that area that wasn't many blacks. You know, over there in, what's it, Dixmoor, where the white was mostly white one wide. You had to go through a gate to go in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Riverdale, over there.
Okay, yeah, Dalton.
Was that Payside? We went in there and picked him up out of one of the nicest buildings in there. And he got on the bus. And then the little boy jumped in, you know. He looked around, he see talk real fluent. He says, and what did I do to deserve that? Me and the driver said, he don't know where he's at. Should have knocked the mess out of him. But I admire it when I see a child that's not familiar with all the ghetto-ish. All of us are not ghettos.
Yeah.
I might have been a little ghetto at one time.
Country ghetto.
I don't see
more city ghetto than I was country.
Grandma, I don't say ghetto, I say you was comfortable in your own skin. That's what more people need to be. Comfortable in their own skin. Society's got their rules, but you gotta be able to be comfortable in who you are to fit in society.
Appreciate who you are.
You have a lot of ratchets back then? Hussies.
The skanks.
They have a lot of what?
Hussies. Oh yeah, you probably hussies.
The girls you told me not to mess with around here.
I had more fights with the boys. I didn't know the boys was liking me, but I was always fighting with the boys. I seen the boys grown at a funeral one day. I was like, oh, you a spitball. But I was ready to fight. Now, they didn't bother me because they was liking me. I had to be informed. Don't you know them boys were sweet on me? No, I wish they'd leave me alone. And they were cousins, you know, they'd get together. Write me letters and notes.
Your cousins?
They were cousins.
Okay, all right. Just want to clarify.
No, not my cousins.
All right. It's like, oh no.
You know, I can think of the learning steps that I went through. And I was too stupid to know that at that time I was young. I was too stupid to know that they were sweet on me is the reason they was fighting me. You know, little boys, if they liked you, they hit you. Did y'all boys do that?
Yeah.
Hey, that's a heck of a way of showing love.
Yeah. We stupid too. Look at us.
Yeah.
What was the granddad's personality? Like your husband, what was his personality like? And if you would
like your mother's.
Really? Oh, wow.
Only his is drunk. She's religiously loud. You know, I have to look at it sometimes. And I listen to her. This boy, I said, if that ain't clear. when he full of that oil, you know. But he was, you know, fun. They say he was a party by himself. You know, he's a party man.
So that's basically where all of us get it from. We really get into it.
You'd rather have fun than to fight with people.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to see my husband fight sometime, and he didn't rile up quick. I don't think fighting was in him. Now, did any of y'all take that?
I don't know. I get.
You got it?
I get riled up pretty quick, but I'd rather have fun.
Yeah.
So I try and keep it on that level, but I don't know. I get a little temper. My family got tempers for some reason.
Oh, that's gonna laugh everything, huh?
We try
to. Get mad.
He tough. He try to be tough.
No, he just laughs everything else.
Laugh it off. That's the best way.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Like all your children, like what were they like when they were kids? Like
growing up.
Yeah.
Well, she's not here. Wait a minute. Where's I better not say it.
I can tell you this much. Your mama used to fight guys.
Yes, so she got hit in the jaw. Like
huh?
Mom?
Yeah.
Your mom used to beat up the next door neighbor. She hit him in the head with a brick. She didn't play. She hit your father in the head with a skillet.
He had a big mouth. He had a big mouth.
I think I might have seen that.
I ain't touched her since. I'm going to tell it like it is. As I said it, Rod, she hit you in the head with a skillet. She tried to act like you fell off the telephone.
Sorry, I fell off the pole.
Well, no, you ain't gonna hit no Jordan, male or female. I don't think you know, you get away with a lot of talk, but you ain't gonna hit nobody and get away with it.
He might have got away with that with his first wife, but he didn't know he had a bone crusher.
And plus, he's hard working. You know, I upheld that. I said, a woman is not one that's sitting around dragging in every flirtation she can get, but a hard-working, clean woman. You ain't got a minute to put your hands on, period. Even if she's not worthy, you got what you picked up. You married what you picked up. But definitely a man is not supposed to be the hit a woman. We threatened Rock a few times with bats, too.
My dad?
I was playing, so we had to get the bat on him if he did that again.
Wait, I didn't know about this whole...
We wasn't really mad.
How old was I at this point? That's what I want to know.
Huh?
How old was I? Was I born when this is going on?
How old were you?
Yeah.
This is when they had just got married, bro.
I think, you know, them first chemistry mixing time.
They were still living in the apartment down the hill over here when that happened.
Yeah.
This was like maybe a month or two after they got married. And I guess he called himself gonna put in her place.
It's cool. Look, he coming here with that wide hat on and all cool, talking that trash talk.
Growing another head.
Wasn't nobody, you know, he didn't think nobody was cool enough to understand where he was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a little bit too cool for me.
That sounds like
That was on the section. I had I liked his pretty eyes.
Smoking that good reefer.
I thought he had pretty eyes, but he was just a little
That's
bit
because
too
he was
cool.
smoking that good weed. Had hat on his bed. Coming in looking like pretty Tom. Yeah, I remember Rod clear as day with checks and stripes on. That was the thing back then, and I'm literally, the hat was this big.
Yeah, well, hats was in
We got
style.
pictures of them hats.
Oh yeah, he won. He won. It was definitely in style.
How about Camille?
Well, I was going to start with my oldest child. Her son is, you know.
Oh, hey, you done told me my father got beat in the head with a skillet by my mama.
I want to. Hold on, wait. Let me record this. Let me record that.
She was my sweetest child, but she was the most timid one.
Oh, he got
Yet
Camille
she had a
mad.
temper.
That's what I'm about to say. Camille was black out on him.
Camille had a temper now, and she wasn't a weak one either.
Come on. That's it.
She had a lot of fat boyfriends, too.
So explain to James.
Right. James was the smaller one. Wasn't he smaller than one Cliff?
Yeah.
Them other guys was fat.
Mm-mm-mm.
But they were nice guys. They were nice guys.
She had a boyfriend that looked like Isaac Hayes.
Oh, no.
Except he didn't have a bald head, but he had the long beard. He wore the little aviator
Oh, you're
glasses.
talking about Stan. Oh, Stan was cool.
He
Now,
cool
that was
as
a
a
cool
fan.
one. He drove Cadillac. Oh, yeah, Stan was cool.
Cool as a fan. What's going on, Klifsky? Why you call me Klifsky? My name Cliff. I don't know.
Yeah, but Stan was nice. Because I didn't know a few times he said, I don't want to go in right now. I'm kind of high. I don't want your mother to see me high. He had a lot of good qualities. And he was dark. Whoever said I was color struck, he was dark.
You said you was color struck.
No, y'all told that lie. I didn't, you know, your mama told them lies. They started them already. I didn't put that out.
Yeah.
No.
Did you say she said about the one from Africa that you brought?
She said.
Oh.
Oh, my
Sienna.
Lord, yes. No, please. Ooh.
Antoine brought that,
Oh, my Lord.
Sienna, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he said, I'll take it.
Hey,
That
boy.
was the most homely, dark. She was homely and dark.
That's the one you told him he better not have no grandkids.
She was, now, you know, I don't mean no harm, but she was like, oh, I'll never forget that.
She over there cracking up, too. Yelena is cracking up.
Oh, because when I came here the first time, Anton, he warned me about it. He said, my grandmother's very blunt.
Yeah.
She might say something. He said, so I'm sorry now. And when I met her, she was sitting on the couch and she said, that's a pretty one. She light skinned too.
Yeah, that was a tale they told on me, but that wasn't true.
Yeah, right.
If they nice looking, I don't care what color they are. They look good. They look good.
Yeah, my wife got the same impression. She think you like the light skin a little more. But my wife.
Y'all planted that dirty seed in her.
Hold on, I got a
No, it was when you called Zebra Boy. That was what it was. Little Alain's son.
I was just
Oh,
finna
my
get to
little
that.
zebra grandson.
Yeah.
That wasn't. Did that
Hold
be
on.
him?
Grandma, when you found, since we're talking about the color of women, when you found out Elaine was marrying a white girl, what was your first reaction? You didn't
All
flip
of my
on
kids
it?
could have married. Could have had him a white woman until them white boys beat him up or something.
Got him off that real quick.
I don't care about color. If you love one another, it doesn't matter. You know, God created all of us. But if you're smart, you know, who I would say I wouldn't go in a family of racial haters, like them people was trying to do on this show. I watched some TV. They had some dirty folks on there. They were trying to make the man pay for the girl. Well, their two men friends were good friends, like, you know, you got a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Only he looked like he might have been Mexican or something. He didn't look black. But the man and his little black wife, one wife to be, was gonna make that man pay $6 grand for her wedding ring because he said they had been real close and he had money more times than the other man did. I could tell. He said, "Oh, I got you here." And then if he got in a tight, he'd help him out. And they somehow drummed up some papers and said the man signed and he was paying for the rings and the ring was going to the girl he hated. And she was a nasty acting little something. He said he wanted to meet somebody in her family. And I don't like him. You think I want to introduce him to my family? Because she didn't like him. I said, oh, that's a nasty attitude.
Did you ever go to any parties?
Huh?
You ever like go to any parties?
Oh, yeah, man. That's a party. Showpiece that. Your granddad would let me, when I work, spend all my money on clothes. You know I was sharp. You know
I seen a picture of you with a lampshade on your head. It's an old picture, but you had a lampshade on your head. And I guess you was at a party doing something.
A lampshade on my head.
Yeah.
Must have been high. I mean, drunk.
High?
You know, must not high, but whiskey high.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't stand no. You know how I feel about needles. You know I don't.
You never smoked no marijuana or nothing?
How would Aunt Carol not land the children?
Huh?
Aunt Gail, Carol not land.
Okay, I started Camille. Camille was my strangest child. She had some ways that were very timid in the one instant and tough in another. But she was smart.
Bipolar?
She was smart.
You said she was timid at one time, but then next minute
she could be tough. You don't matter. She wasn't no pushover. That's where I put that.
You put that bipolar on there.
But,
sound a little bipolar.
Not as talkative as Tony was.
Yeah.
Your wife, your mother was my second mouthpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let me see, Tony, and then Gail. Well, Gail was, everybody wanted a boy. So if she looks made up like a boy, that's everybody's fault. We wanted a boy so bad. And my mother-in-law had me all brainwashed. Oh, I can tell the way you're carrying that baby. That's a boy. Only child I ever had, that Cliff was there when he was born, looking for that boy. Was he disappointed?
How's it going? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Look, how you doing? Looked at him and he looked at her and she was so ugly. He said, "Ooh, she gonna be smart." She was ugly, baby.
Oh, wow.
She was. But she's the most personality child I got. One of the most.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, let me see.
Aunt Carol's next.
Camille, Tony,
Aunt Gail.
Gail,
Aunt Carol.
and Carol is the next. Carol was very dependable. She let Cliff take her new Ford and make a snowplow out of it. That wasn't very dependable until after she found out the transmission got messed up. with him flying snow. He's taking that little Ford, brand new car now, and he's taking and pushing snow with it.
On Cliff?
This Cliff, yeah.
Can't knock the hustle.
Huh?
Said you can't knock the hustle.
Yeah.
Put a big old shovel thing in front of the
Yeah,
Ford.
yeah. On the street, that wasn't on the side, it was on the street. Then comes Lynn. And Lynn was my sweet child. But Lynn was my fourth child?
Fifth.
Fifth child. One I never nursed. I nursed some of those, but I was tired now. Even though she was sort of pitiful. Because every chance I got, I left her with somebody. I had babysitters there old enough to babysit her. Most time that would be Tony or some of the older ones.
Yeah.
So much so one day till we confused her. I had her and Tony try to come and got her, and then when Tony got her, I said, come back. She broke down and started crying. She didn't know which one was her mama, me or Tony. But those were good years, and after then came
The boy.
Cliff. Now that was a shouting of the neighborhood, and one of the people they still shouting. He went to church, had his cigars, and wherever else he was putting cigars in women's mouths. That's your granddad. One man said, looked at him, he said, this is your what, your fifth child? Or your sixth child? He said, you know what? I ain't never seen a man that had 6 kids and was that happy over the 6th. But he didn't know the real secret was that was our first boy.
Yep.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it either. I was glad to have a boy. I began to feel like when women would tell you, yeah, only good women can have boys. Nothing wrong with me, but they began to build that up in my mind. And the man is the producer. It was the wrong way in the first place.
Yep.
Man is responsible for what sex of. Am I right, Doc?
Yeah. And we got a theory about how to make that happen, right?
I'll sit down.
So was Uncle Nita, you accept that, try to have another boy, or?
You hit the nail on the head. I ain't lying, you hit the nail on the head. I'm thinking, he said, oh, just one more boy. We got one more. We need one more. We got to have a brother. I'm not 100% in agreement, but, you know, I didn't fight the fear. You know, I didn't. Maybe we will have another boy. 8-pound girl. So that's it. No more. This is it.
Shut down shop.
Yep. So I'm proud of myself with kids, even though I thought there was a lot of children.
Yeah.
And now I look at things that I know about child caring, childbearing, and I know God has been good to me. Because I could have been dead. You can die having a baby, trying to have one.
Yes, ma'am.
And the bigger them heads got, baby, I have her up. My first child didn't have that big head, but let me see where the big head started. I think with Cliff. Yeah.
They said my mom had a pretty big forehead too.
Head, the whole head.
The whole head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You seen a baby picture? She got some of the cutest baby pictures.
Yeah.
It kind of shows that 6 months what size her head was, didn't it? She was pretty there, but she was had a big head.
All born in the hospital?
Yeah, they had to be born in the hospital. Who said that? And you crazy? That's why I know my poor mother went through something. She had maybe 1 or 2 born in the hospital, but the rest of them was midwives. That's not true. That's asking a lot for a body. Because you need all of those shots to rebuild your body back to normal. You need some special attention. I can't tell you all the special attention you need when you have a baby. And then sometimes you have complications. It's rough.
You ever meet anyone famous?
Huh?
You ever meet anyone famous?
That's a good question.
You ever meet anyone famous? Like
Yeah.
growing up?
Good question.
Not this muddy water. Who's it down the show? Who did I meet famous? Somebody. Don't ask me now because I'm
James Brown?
You like Jermaine.
I'm a
man.
Christian woman now.
You like Jermaine, yeah.
Those things in those times meant more
Yeah.
to me than they do now.
Bitch, I did the show the other day.
That's Jermaine's father?
That's the
Golly. How's it going, man?
Alright. What's up with this?
Who's father?
Pretty good. Jermaine, my cousin.
Oh,
My son's son.
okay.
The oldest one.
Okay.
All right.
Just like them.
Yeah.
I got another one look just like them.
Yeah?
Yeah, same age. Stevie.
All right.
They all 30. We got a girl look just like them too.
Man, you know when you say your kids are all 30, that's
All of them 30.
I mean, you older than 30. I was saying, my kids like 9, 8.
No, all them 30. All three of them. Good to meet y'all, man.
Good to meet you, man.
You too, man.
Is there anywhere you haven't been or anything you haven't done in life yet that you still want to do?
Huh?
Anything you haven't done in life yet or somewhere you haven't been in your life that you still want to go to? Or
Now here's a choice I have. I have never wanted to fly. Then I find out going to Mississippi in the car and back shows me I ain't going nowhere driving. If I want to see some parts of the country, I'm going to have to fly. So that's when I flew to North Carolina, D.C. I've been in Washington, D.C. And I have a different feel now. When I look up at the plane now, I say, I wouldn't mind being in there, you know. I realized one thing, that you ain't going to die till your time is out. And I had to lose that fear of flying. But I used to want to go overseas until they started butching up people so much over there. I lost that. You know, I wouldn't mind going to some of those countries that I read about. I love history. And I'd like to see some of the countries that I read about.
what would you like to see? What country?
Huh?
Where would you like to go?
Parts of Africa and some of those little countries that's on the map. What are the name? I can't think of the name.
Seychelles, next to Africa.
They're small countries. Well,
Have you ever been on a cruise or anything like that?
cruise.
Yeah.
I've been on Lake Michigan.
No, that don't count, Grandma. Like a cruise,
Oh,
like ocean.
no. A long cruise on a boat.
Yeah.
I had plenty of chances. The prices used to be from $600 up. Nope. Nope. If I'm going to take one chance, it's going to be one at a time, and I ain't made up my mind about cruising yet.
All right.
I think that I would rather fly if I had a choice.
Okay. And
I was interested in Africa until them people didn't act right. They just don't act right to me for me to say I can make friends, but when they come here, they're very friendly. You know, well, they in our country then, but you don't know how they act when you get in there. You know? But at some point, I used to want to go to Africa. You know? Till I found out about Haiti. All of us might not come from Africa. Some of us come from Haiti.
yeah.
You know that? There's other countries that have black in it. But they tell me Europe don't have no black. But one of them countries over there, they have black, they disappear. You know? And that, that's kind of strange, isn't it? But you got people want to control, what is it, genocide? You got people that want to control. I seen a movie the other day, this man won't build him a town of all white. You don't want nothing in it but white people. So good luck to him. I wouldn't want to go near him, wherever he was building. Like when I moved out here, the man told me, we got the same house in Cicero. I said, good for you. I'm thinking to myself, if I was one of them real light complected families, my little children would be walking targets. It was not light. No, I don't want to go nowhere I'm not wanting. I'm paying for it.
So you guys were the first house on this block, right?
Me and yeah. All this other junk out here wasn't there.
What's the next name? What's the name?
Big Tree used to be across that.
Miss Willie?
Johnson. Yeah.
Well, hey, that's your friend when you got here. What was the dynamic between you and Miss Johnson?
What was what?
She was a husky.
The relationship.
Miss Johnson was turning it on, but she was alright. She was a little mousier than I was.
A little mouthier?
Mousy, yeah. Mouthy.
Mm.
And she flirted with all everybody's man.
What was her niece's name? April? Nikki, yeah.
Nikki. That was a granddaughter. Her granddaughter was Nikki.
She was a better housekeeper than I was. She'd be in there scrubbing that floor, waxing, and put them boys out and make them stay out all day long. They come in, can I use your bathroom? Until I felt like the fool. I said, I'm over here with your nasty house, and they come in and use the bathroom. Got devil in me, and I said, no, go home and use your bathroom. But when you're a new homeowner, for the first time, you start to get on that cloud nine. I'm up there nice to everybody. People call me on the phone. Where do your husband work? Midwest Jobbers? How long has it been there? 15 years? Who are you and what do you want to know that for? Now I did get wise to that pretty fast. But I had some happy years because I was excited. Being my own boss, and I done took orders for 18, 17, 16 years. You know how long that takes to take orders that long? You want to be your boss at some point, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the advantage in growing up. You don't tell me what to do. I might tell you if you're in my house. Like that bad little doctor come to the door, they gonna give me some kind of seniors protection. I don't even want that garbage now. He come to the door. Minute he stepped in the door, you get over there and sit down. I said, you in my house, let me see you in a second.
All right, Grandma, I got a question. Do you have any stories that you want to make sure you pass down to us and to our kids and everything that you want to make sure stays in the family? Any stories that maybe only that you want to let everybody know about?
Well,
your legacy.
I pass down some God fear, and I'm not highly religious. Maybe you should have Carol over here. I know I'm saved, but I'd like to say, put God in front of whatever you do. And if you want any kind of life, you got to start planning it at some time in your life. What you want to be. I can't think of all the different things when I was little that I wanted to become when I was growing up. But my family intervened those circumstances. Yeah, I met once I got here in the bright lights and found out that I was going to have a lot of admirers and going places that I had never been and liking it, meeting your granddad and all of that. When he got a car, we really were places. But I'd like to say, learn to love and appreciate families. If you don't love your family and yourself, these are trickle down from God. Love God first of all, and look to Him for your source of life. But love is the best thing in a family that one could have. I tell you, I was blessed because
Mama, you ready to eat?
Yeah, I've been ready.
All right.
Even coming from the country, there were people that had big, huge families, but they were so woven. And I look, the Guyton families, 10 of them, 13 of them, but they all go to church. They all go to a certain school, and then here's the Bates over here. Oh, the Bates was like Germans. Germany and United States. You didn't want to get into it with the Bates, too many of them. But they were so close related family. And that's the kind of families I grew up around. I admired, that's how I learned to admire family love. Because it's so much happier. People are happy when they love one another. You got somebody, and you don't know nothing to talk about, but somebody you're in bad shape. You're in bad shape. Learn something that's cultural.
I'll be in a minute.
Your children can benefit from. I didn't get a college degree, but I pressed the issue. Everybody that can. Go to school, get your college, if you possibly can. But by all means, high school diploma. That got your foot in the door if it didn't get you no further. You know what I mean? So it's a thing that choosing a lifestyle, but start choosing it early enough that you know which way you're going to try to go. And positive thinking I don't want to turn my negative thinking on anybody. But you see, negative thinking comes from bad treatment sometimes, bumps. If you go down the road and you ain't found nothing but holes in the street, you look for a new street, don't you?
Yeah.
Put you out there twice.
So this is the thing about negative thinking. When you get a lot of bad treatments in certain areas, I had a teacher that whooped me one time for nothing. My grandmother didn't do nothing, I said nothing. A few other things, and our happy hand, NQT, slapped the mess out of you over nothing. Those things weren't pleasant to grow up with, but I finally learned now growing, because when I learned to love God, I learned to love things and look over the things, mistakes that people make, take it as a human mistake. Because when Cutie had her first surgery, me and Sammy went out and washed and cleaned the house for her and washed some things. She just cried. I thought y'all was mad at me. No, I'm not mad at you, Cutie. We were kids then. You know, when you used to hit us and do things to us like that, hey, we didn't know no better. We were kids. Besides, one day she hit me, and I was in my own apartment, and I jumped on her. That ended that right there.
Grandma was feisty when she was young.
Yep.
I told they had to stop me, and she was been naked when I got through with her. Every time I reached her, she had on a thin sheer kind of house coat, and I was tearing that every time I reached her. She was, but I would have beat the crap out of her. That was stored up bitterness. I tell you what it was. My girlfriend and I had started smoking. And
Butter and everything else.
I'm a little Chesterfield laying there, laying me up a cigarette. I'm working, paying my own way, paying rent, buying my food, everything.
Mom, you sure you can eat? You in there telling a good story?
Yeah.
No,
And
stay right there. I'll bring it to you.
back to some garbage. She come in right in front of my girlfriend and slapped the cigarette out of my mouth.
Oh, wow. No, she didn't.
I said, now if I get up and leave that button now, she'll say I'm showing up. I waited until my girlfriend went home. My girlfriend left, I went at her.
So do you think we're too easy on our kids now?
No. You don't help no child by being abusive. You can talk more. I don't think, I used to see white people come to their kids, and I thought, oh Lord, she must think that child is gold or something. You can't talk to a growing child too much. Share what you know, good stuff, positive stuff. You can help direct their thinking. You know, Grandpa always said to us, and I think about that every time something goes wrong, it comes back to me. He says, stay away from poor white people. Those white people are our worst enemy, not the rich ones. The poor ones are our enemies. In the South, that was very true. I don't know if that still stands.
Did I give you any toast, nephew?
But I thought of that, you know, the proof of that was when that little one that all of eaten up for one comb. I know they were very poor. You know, poorer than we were.
2 pieces.
But those things that he'll tell you, he said, don't be afraid to work, you believe in work. Boy, everybody learn how to swim, but I miss it. He said, always know how to swim and don't be afraid to work. And let your word, my word is my bond. A man is only as much man as his word. If your word don't mean nothing, you ain't nothing. That's true. Be, you know, truthful about what you say. If you know you ain't gonna do something, you say, well, I don't know, maybe let me think about it. It's better than lying. And lying, oh boy, God. When Grandma told me God hates lying, I used to look up at the sky. I don't want him hating me, so I ain't gonna tell no lie. And if I told a little lie, I think of my grandmother and say, Grandma, we told you a lie the other day. She would skip with me. She said, well, I'm glad you're telling me the truth. So that's the kind of way I was brought up, and I see a lot of good in some of the things that I was told.
A lot of times I think about the difference between like you all coming from the South and some of the other families that came from the South, and just the difference in the progress that was made. Like a lot of the families that came from the South and then they moved to like the projects versus you guys. Seem like a lot of people that moved from the South initially moved to the West Side. And I look at it as a major. It appears that the major defining like. In terms of just how much you all were able to progress versus others, was that Grandpa Bussy was not a sharecropper.
Nope.
Right? He
no, not a sharecropper.
And a lot of the other families.
Neither was Grandpa Sam.
came from, that moved up here and moved to like the project. A lot of those families were sharecroppers, so it's a difference in mentality even when you go back that far in history between being a landowner and being a sharecropper. And so it's really interesting to me when I look at the dynamics of how you guys came here wanting more, wanting to own property, wanting to own buildings. I mean, even when you talk about like Uncle Bill? Uncle Bill owned like a
4 or 5 buildings.
He owned 4 or 5 buildings when he came up here from the South. And really kind of laid the groundwork for. Now you look at generations lower than below, and we're all still, every generation is progressing a little bit more and a little bit more. So,
I never lived in a rented house. Oh, thank you, dog. I never lived in a rented house until I came here. Home I lived in, we owned it. And I had excellence in that. The one that our daddy left on the brown place, that was our house.
All right.
Until we sold the land. I can't be bothered with that land. No. Ooh, no, too much trouble.
I